Here are my initial thoughts on a game called Hellpoint. Let's have fun! Alright, I just want to get this out of the way right off the bat. This wasn't on my roadmap at all. Hellpoint was generously provided to me by Tiny Build. They sent me an email with a review copy, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to check this game out, and I'm going to kind of, talk about my initial thoughts, about what the game is like, and all of that kind of stuff. The stuff you guys really want to see. So, first and foremost, the game appears to be explorative, like, the Dark Souls games, and it does have a story, but it's revealed over time. Like, as you're walking around, as you're checking out the world, you'll come across different NPCs, and that will kind of progress the story forward. There don't appear to be any cinematics. There don't need to appear to even be cutscenes. It's just kind of like dialogue just kind of happens, and that's kind of what happens as you play the game. The game was inspired by Doom, Bloodborne, and Castlevania. I actually got that information. I asked them. I was like, what games really led towards this? And they said that, these are the games that really inspired this game. So it's basically a Roguevania horror-style game, and there's also Twitch integration that allows chat to spawn events, and there's also couch co-op and online multiplayer. All of these things are in this game, which is a really great start in my opinion. I wanted to get my gripes out of the way at the beginning and then focus on the better stuff after that. The first gripe that I had is you just saw it. There's a weird running animation and things, it felt really tight. I didn't like that. It wasn't until later I learned that you can hold the left trigger to sprint, and then the game looked a lot better. The other is what you're experiencing right now. The music starts right here and sets this tone, and that music is phenomenal. And it creates like this cohesive experience. And then this is the last time I heard music in the game until I came across a boss fight. And I thought that was really, really disheartening. With those gripes out of the way, let's talk about some gameplay elements. Players can leave messages like they can in other games with the yellow palms, and they can use symbols to kind of communicate that stuff. And then there's the embassies, which is where you get to spend your axioms, which are the equivalent of souls. And this is where you can level up your character. Obviously, I just created this character, so I wasn't able to level up or anything in this video, but basically this is just the area where you can do that after you die, or like if you want to spend the axioms that you have, acquired by killing monsters. Looking at the combat, I'm going to show you a couple of quick attacks here that happen. The mechanics of like hitting things felt pretty solid, and the AI seemed okay. I liked the gore level. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Also, I want to let you know there is fall damage in the game. I learned that really quickly. And then, for the most part, combat did feel pretty familiar to other games of this type. The AI seemed a little simple, like I said before. Like right here, I just killed a guy, and you notice that no one's coming after me, and I felt like that lack of aggro kind of felt off to me, because I just killed someone like right there, and no one came over to attack me. They kind of stayed in their own areas through this whole thing. There was like right there, I had a couple of monsters at the same time, but for the most part, it just seemed off a little bit. One other thing I do want everybody to kind of take note of is in this video, if you watch down in the bottom left of the screen, you'll see I have like a health bar or a health potion, and it's being charged with every successful attack. So as I'm attacking these guys, that health bar charges, and then I use a heal to heal up. So it's nice because if you think about boss fights, there might be times where successful attacks actually, get, keep you through it. And then of course, here's my first death. I wanted to show you what dying's like, because you know what? It's going to happen a lot to everyone. And of course, when, you die, which is going to happen to everybody in this game, you're going to get sent back to the embassy, which is that place with the portal. And that's where you can spend axioms that you have looted on the ground. So you still lose your axioms like you lose your souls in other games, and they're on the location of your corpse and things like that. But this is where you can, level up your character after you consume Axions that were looted. So these can be found secretly by like exploring the game, or they might just be in a room, very, you know, obvious. Other than that, you just go through and level. I'm just kind of showing off some of the skills that you have there. And that's kind of basically the game. I really do think that this game is going to be one of those cult hits. I think that the ambience of the game, the way that it feels, the way that it plays, it's familiar enough, but it's in a new setting that I think people are really going to enjoy this game. If you're into this kind of a game, make sure that you leave, you know, comments letting me know that. And I wanted to show you my first death against the first boss that I found in the game, and that's what I'm going to leave you with. Enjoy. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit that bell, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, let me know what your thoughts are, and maybe, just maybe, we can play this game with each other. Have a good one.